Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I think we are all used with the articles and every time it's a first, like for instance the first woman who achieved this, first woman who was appointed there, first African American who was appointed, I don't know, first general somewhere, or achievements of certain groups, or let's say first transgender person who is an admiral, and just a coincidence that he identifies that she is also Jewish. They let us know when it's a first, so we can all celebrate. Somehow they missed this celebration I'm gonna mention during this video. I saw this article first in the BBC, and BBC is a very trustworthy channel of mass media, and it says this: Ukraine-Russia war, US Army doctor and wife charged with Russia spying. I said, wow, I'm gonna make a video on this. It's very important. So remember, memorize the title. US Army doctor, you don't know anything about the doctor, and wife, no pronouns, his wife, her wife, charged with Russia spying. I said, okay, that's a good title, Bob, I saved this, boom. And then I said, let it be. And then I watched something today, and a video, and I saw something else, and I was like, wait a minute, is this about what I just mentioned, the doctor and wife being charged? Yes, they're the same people, but the title is different. Now here is the title that I have, and I found it in a few media outlets, but they're not well known, so being afraid not to be blamed for picking obscure articles from obscure media outlets, I picked one that could not be debated or contested. So I picked one from the Washington Times. So I think that's an accredited, accepted media outlet. Now this is the title. Remember, it's about the same issue as the other one. First openly trans army officer accused of trying to pass information to Russia. That's a first. That's a first, right? So it's first openly trans army officer accused of trying to pass information to Russia. The other one was just a doctor and wife. Now, when I went to the BBC again, it mentions this at the beginning, which I didn't bother to read because I said I'm going to make a video later. A US Army major doctor and her wife. A civilian doctor has been charged with a plot. And I was thinking, all right, probably, they're, lesbians, and they, didn't pay attention. This is what I read today, after I read the other one with the trans. I said, now in all the BBC, all the article in the BBC, which came on the 29th, and the other one, I got it, let me see when the other one is. What date is the other one? The other one is, let me see if I have a date for this one, because I saw it today. I didn't save the date, but anyway, I can find it, but it doesn't matter really. The thing is this: now that I read the BBC article, it mentions she. That's how they use for the doctor, who's a transgender, but I didn't know. I didn't read it. No mention of any transgender in the BBC article, which is fine. It's strange, they did not want to celebrate anything. Now in this one here, it starts like this. A former military doctor, believed to have been the Army's first trans woman, was indicted Thursday as federal prosecutors in Baltimore accused her of attempting to pass sensitive information to Russia to help to their invasion of Ukraine. Wow, that's bad. Dr. Jamie Lee Henry and her spouse, Dr. Anna Gabrielian. Now, That is Gabrielian. She is obviously from Armenia by the last name, but I can vouch usually Anne is like that, Armenian. Were accused of conspiracy and attempt, nothing wrong with that, just putting things where I think they are. Conspiracy and attempting to illegally disclose individual identifiable health information according to an indictment that was unsealed Thursday. So, according to prosecutors, the couple met with an undercover FBI agent last month whom they thought was an official at the Russian embassy in Washington. Red-handed right there. Gabrielian then told the undercover agent that she had previously reached out directly to the Russian embassy by email and phone offering Russia Hair and Dr. Henry's assistance, according to the indictment. How stupid these are. Can you believe these guys are stupid? She's an anesthesiologist, you know what I mean, right? The one that puts you to sleep before you have a surgery, okay? Anesthesia, she works on that one. So she is a smart person, makes a lot of money. The other guy is a doctor, smart people. You contact a adversary, enemy country by email in Washington, D.C. Are you nuts? Are you nuts? These guys are tards. So when you think about doctors again, or anesthesiologists, that's the word, okay? Think of these two clowns. Think of these two clowns. I'm going to give you another example. Another doctor. So, Dr. Gabrielian, an anesthesiologist, told the undercover FBI agent the couple could pass along private patient information on military members based at Fort Bragg, North Carolina, home and Army 18th Airborne Corps of the Special Forces, Delta Force, and Army's lead anti-terrorist unit, also is based there. Dr. Henry has been a physician at Fort Bragg during her time in the Army. The indictment identifies her as an Army officer, but Maryland State medical records say she and Dr. Gabrielian are currently both on the staff at Johns Hopkins Hospital. Can you believe that? And said, we were shocked to learn about this news this morning and instead to fully cooperate with investigators, hospital spokesman said, or person. So it tells you here what they actually wanted to provide these guys. It says, this is what, who's this? One of these guys, let me see who this guy says, Dr. Henry. This is what Dr. Henry told, what she told FBI. The United States, I'm quoting, is using Ukrainians as a proxy for their own hatred towards Russia. So if you have this kind of thoughts or assessments, anyway, so she believed it's acceptable to help Moscow in its war aims until the United States formally declares war on Russia. If that happens, matter would become more complicated, he said. Well, let me tell you another story. Another doctor. You remember Dr. Larry Nasser? He was indicted for child pornography and sexual abuse on minors, and it's in Michigan, a case. I think it made with involved with the gymnasts and all that. This guy, he was charged. He was, how to call it? He had child pornography on his laptop, not my laptop. And what this guy did when they started asking questions, he got his laptop and he went outside. And through his laptop, he identifies as he's got junks over there. So he threw his laptop in the garbage can outside of his house, put the cover, and went back inside the house. And FBI who were over there went, opened the garbage, got it out. Now, if you were that guy, now that's a doctor. That's a doctor degree. How stupid can you be if you have child porn on your computer like that guy had? I don't know how many, 15,000, whatever. He's got in trouble real bad. Good. But I'm just saying, how smart can you be? You're a doctor. These guys contacted the Russian embassy in Washington, D.C. That's wiretapped. If you approach it and you speak with someone on the sidewalk, you are wiretapped. Are you crazy? These guys are just tards. And that guy, if I were, let's say Larry, I would have been in that situation, I would have taken everything I got. It's too late anyway, because everything is recorded in Utah and other centers of, anyway. I would say smash that laptop. I would have burned it. I would have got the ashes, and I would have here half on 50 miles away. This is what I would have done with the property. Everything is already recorded, but nevertheless. And this guy takes the laptop. Nobody sees me. Puts it in the garbage can. Puts the lid. Goes back and, honey, I just got the garbage out. Phew, I'm safe now. True story. Okay, like these clowns here. True. No offense to clowns. True story. True story. All right, so that's a first for them, for the transgender spying for Russia. First, I would like to maybe congratulate them, like we always celebrate. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.